Hello denizens of YouTube, Mike here today with a brand new custom PVC saber to share with you all, and I'm really excited to share this one with you guys because this is my first ever sound install. Yes, I finally made the upgrade and I finally decided, you know what, I need a saber that makes all of the noises for me so I don't have to, make them with my mouth whenever I go out somewhere because it tends to get some really weird looks from people. But without further ado, I give you my first ever sound saber. I don't have a name for this one. Usually as you've seen from my previous videos, I always have some kind of crazy Japanese name for my saber of some kind, but with this one, I really couldn't think of a name for it, and I'm okay with that. I'm okay with having a nameless saber every now and then. But this saber was inspired by Saberforge's ASP parts. One time I was just messing around on their configurer? Words. Okay. I was messing around on their custom saber maker page and I found a combination that I really, really liked. And so I remembered those parts and I wrote them down. I said, you know what, at some point I want to try and make that saber out of PVC. And this is my attempt to recreate it. And I'm pretty happy with it, actually. I really like it a lot. So I guess we'll just start from the top and work our way down. So here we have a Saberforge Apprentice style blade plug, which I think goes really nice with it. We have the emitter, which is modeled after a blaster barrel, at least according to the Saberforge's description for the part piece. And that was my main attraction. I really, really like that style of emitter. I thought it was so cool. I personally really like the window holes that they had drilled in there, so I definitely wanted that. So we got the window holes drilled in these grooves here and just the 6 ridges. And then we have our switch section with just some detail lines above and below, and we got 2 vertical grooves here and here. And then we got our 16mm anti-vandal switch from the custom saber shop. Just a little break in the 1.25" diameter pieces. And then we have an 1.25" diameter piece right here for the body, well, half of the body. The other half is just an 1" diameter. And then we have the pommel here, which is kind of more got like these claws, kind of got almost like a kind of combat style-esque, kind of a crusher, hit people with it. And then just got the pommel right here, little design of my own, and vented for sound, of course. And then in terms of external appearance, I wanted this to look beaten. I wanted this saber to look like it has been handed down from warrior to warrior, or really from Jedi to Jedi throughout generations. This thing has seen everything from espionage missions to peace negotiations to just full out wars and battles and conflicts. So I wanted it to have a lot of wear and tear, and that's basically what I did. I just did a base coat of aluminum, and then I did coats of flat black, and then I took a 220 grit sandpaper piece and just proceeded to just lay waste to it. Just did some nice gouges right here, some just repetitive screws, just like a little bit of buffing in various directions. Tried to wear the ridges of these grooves and the switch holes and like the edges of the ridges right here, trying to mimic as much real-time wearing as I possibly could. And I think it came out pretty nice. I mean, I definitely, in terms of knowledge of how to make things realistic, I'm still very much a noob, but in terms of just for like my third or somewhat time, I really like it. I think it came out really nice. Internally, we are running a Pico Crumble light side variant from Plector Labs for the soundboard. And we have a Luxeon Rebel PC Amber, Lime, and Blue for our colors. And that was actually, I was really excited to try this out because with the Pico Crumble, the main feature is that it allows 6 color profiles. And it's advertised using an RGB LED. So in all the videos and posts I've ever seen, it was a red, green, royal blue tri-LED, and it would run all of those individually on their own power, and then it would run 2 of them mix at any given time. So the red and the green would mix for yellow, the green and the blue would mix for like a nice Arctic blue, and then the red and the royal blue would mix for purple. And so you get like this nice color variety, all from one saber and one soundboard. However, what I wanted to do was I really wanted a yellow lightsaber. But then the more I thought about it, I'm like, why don't I just go for a full Jedi lightsaber? A lightsaber that has almost all, if not all, of the canon colors of the Jedi Order. And so that's why I went where I went for the PC Amber, the Lime, and the Blue to hopefully see if I can make all of them. And I actually came out really nice. I'm really excited for that. And as a matter of fact, let's throw in a blade so I can show you guys all of the colors. In terms of sound projection, we are using a 20mm bass speaker from the Custom Saber Shop. A 28mm will not fit in PVC. I tried. It will not. So yeah, we have our 2 retention screws. One here and one here. This is the LED retention screw right here. So we've got 2 inches of blade depth, nice and sturdy. Using a 32-inch V4 Infinity Edge blade from Saberforge. So, tighten up. Now, to access the color changing menu, if you're not familiar with how the Pico Crumble works, the board needs to be in deep sleep for you to access the color changing menu. Now, there are a couple of ways that you can do it without it being in deep sleep. One way is to take out the battery and then put it back in whilst holding the switch down. Or if you have a recharge port and kill key, you can put the kill key in and then pull it out while holding the switch down. But I personally I'm not a fan of kill keys. I like my sabers to be very streamlined if all possible. And for me to take out the battery would be a bit of a hassle. So I'm fine with waiting the 5 minutes. It doesn't bother me none. So just hold the switch down. So it's about a 5-second wait when you press the switch down. You hold it for about 5 seconds and then you'll hear the 3 beeps, and that indicates that you've gotten into the color changing menu. Well, there we go. Turn the light away so you can see the colors better. So this is the PC Amber and the Lime combined for a really awesome shade of yellow. Both on person and in camera, I'm in love with this yellow. I'm sorry, I geek out every time I see this yellow just because I'm so excited. Then we have the lime green just by itself. Here's the lime green and the blue combining for a nice icy Arctic blue. Just the blue by itself. The blue and the amber together for a really nice white. Amber, but just by itself, just a really nice orange color. And then the yellow again. So yeah, by using PC Amber, Lime, and Blue with a Pico Crumble soundboard, you pretty much get almost all of the canon Jedi colors in one hilt. You get the Sentinels with your orange and your yellow. You have the Consulars with the green. You've got Guardians with the Arctic blue and the regular blue. And you even get Gray Jedi with the white. The only canon Jedi color that you can't get from this is purple. But I mean, you know what? I'll take 6 out of the 7. I can live with that. So we're going to go with yellow. And once you've figured out a color, you just hold the switch down. And now your color's been selected. Now also a cool thing to note is if you decide, you know what, I just selected yellow, but thinking about it, I really want to go with lime, you can do that. Because as long as you don't press the switch, this saber still hasn't technically been booted up. It's still in deep sleep mode. So if I were to hold the switch for another 5 seconds, the color menu would come up. But we're going to stick with yellow, so we press the saber once. And that little sound indicates that the saber is now active, it is now out of deep sleep mode, and then just press it again to activate. So with the Pico Crumble, you have a nice flickering effect, which is really nice. And in terms of sound effects, you have the idle hum, you have 2 swings and 2 clashes. A hard and soft for both the swing and the clash. So here we go. It also has a really nice flash on clash. Pretty much what it does is it takes any LED that is not being used for the active color, and it will fire that up for the flash on clash. And for pretty much all the colors on this selection, it'll make a nice white flash on clash, which is really cool. And then off. And then just one other feature I have left to share that's really, really nice is that the Pico Crumble and actually now the Nano Biscotti V4, they offer a mute on the go option. So let's say you want to swing around your lightsaber. It's like 1 o'clock at night, you can't sleep, and you're like, you know what, I just want to go swing my lightsaber for a little bit. But you have neighbors or a significant other or a roommate, and you don't want to bother them, aside from the flashing lights, but whatever. You don't want to make any sound. All you do is, instead of just pressing the switch, you hold it, and you're now in muted mode. So you still have the flicker, you still have the flash on clash, just no sounds. And then when you turn it off, that sound indicates that it's turned off and it's gone back to regular mode. So if you press it again, you have your sound again. So there you have it, guys. This is my ASP inspired PVC saber, my first ever sound build. I am so happy with how it came out. I really, really am excited for it. It's got me very excited to work with other soundboards and mess around with that. Actually, my next project is going to be a Pico Crumble Dark Side variant using deep red, red, and red orange. So expect a very fiery Sith lightsaber in the near future. But until then, thank you so much for all of your views and your subscriptions and your likes and your comments. I actually just checked my page and I saw that I had 100 subscribers, and that means a lot to me, guys. I really do appreciate it. Thank you so much for being on this journey with me, and I hope that you continue to be on this journey with me. But until then, take care, and may the Force be with you all, always.